path of Luis Diaz. This is Nunez causing problems. They're losing it. Back from Salah and Callister. On the winning side in this fixture last season and destined to be on the winning side in this fixture again. Here's Matip. He's coming back. Salah. Szoboszlai. Salah there ahead of March. Still happy to work it all the way back for us. Liverpool build again in a deeper position. The away form so impressive this season. 100% record on the road in the Premier League. Friday last week.
It's a good last 5 minutes of Liverpool. Just finding the spare man. Just dragging Brighton out of position.
Forward now. It's a second bite of the cherry. He's now out of position. Brighton couldn't make the most of that as it was cleared by Igor.
Robertson was on. Matip holds his hand up as an apology. He knew what ball he wanted to play, just couldn't quite get it out of his feet.
So Brighton look to the bench. And Evan Ferguson comes off. Danny Welbeck, who scored in this fixture last season when Brighton beat Liverpool 3-0. He's the man who will come on to replace him. Straight swap up front. Welbeck only a couple of games short of 100 now in Brighton colours. Comes into this having netted only once in his last 15 games, which was a goal against one of his former clubs, Manchester United. Poking for Matoma. Liverpool again with space to try and exploit. Has Igor got a problem, I wonder? He just seems to be signalling over to the Brighton bench that his race is run. Revolving hands in the air, the universal signal that a change is necessary. He'll receive some treatment here.
Turned away deservedly there. You saw Igor down, just contemplating what change he was going to make.
Well, still some fitness concerns about Webster, so it will be Jan van Hekke who will come on. And may well play on the right of the two centre-halves, moving Dunk back over to the left.
Disappointment in his Premier League debut.
Well, shown up well. A performance that I think is the best of the three that he's had in Brighton colours in all competitions. He started a couple of defeats domestically and in Europe as well. Julio leaves the field to be replaced by Jan van Hekke, the 23-year-old Dutchman. Started more often than not over the last 6 weeks.
He does indeed go to that right-hand side. Nice dunk out to the left.
Timing of that injury might actually be a frustration for De Zerbi as well, coming so shortly after the first change where Welbeck had come on to replace Ferguson. They've now only got one more opportunity to make changes, Brighton. Still bring another 3 players on, but all of the subsequent substitutions they make in this game have to be in one instance now.
I think that's why he turned away, almost saying to his medical staff, why didn't you say he had a problem? He might have waited to make that Danny Welbeck substitution.
Heading it away for McAllister, and then Gravenberch with a turn was too good for Bauer.
He's added some good energy to the midfield for Liverpool in the second period. Harvey Elliott maybe just slightly off it in that first period.
McAllister right in the challenge of Gross. Salah. Run off the ball from McAllister. Queuing up for it in the middle. Nunez back for Salah. The kind ricochet Liverpool's way. Matoma. Scoop it round Alexander-Arnold as he wished. For Madison. McAllister getting the better of Gross again. He's winning nearly every instalment of that battle at the moment. It's Gravenberch. Much more difficult chance than the one he spurned. Forcing a save from Babak Kedua.
Finds some really good positions, running off the ball into the box. He should have scored already. Couldn't take that opportunity and didn't quite get the connection on that one either. He's getting himself into some great areas.
He's been playing first-team football, Ryan Gravenberch, since he was 16. So he's got a lot of miles on the clock for a 21-year-old. He's talking about the fact that his move to Liverpool is essential for him in his career. It didn't really work out for him at Bayern Munich as he anticipated. He's made an impression in his short time at the club. Here's Salah.
I think that one again in midfield to release Mo Salah.
With precision. Van Hekke cutting it out. Intelligent pass from March. Now Mitoma. Very nearly got in. Alexander-Arnold had to stretch every sinew there.
Almost perfect from Pascal Gross. Sees the run. Can't quite get the elevation required. Superb from Trent Alexander-Arnold recovering back.
Well, first yellow card of the game is going to be shown here, Szoboszlai. First yellow card of the match, and Szoboszlai's first as a Liverpool player. More possession for Liverpool in this second half, and the arrival of Ryan Gravenberch in midfield has certainly played a part in that.
All this time.
Szoboszlai. Got it away from Veltman. Luis Diaz frustrated that he can't hit the target. The chances have certainly been there for a third.
Yeah, they have. They're really exposing that Brighton man-for-man marking, finding the spare man far more regularly.
March giving it away.
Wonder whether the Europa League and European football will impact Brighton this season. Just dropped off, haven't they, the intensity in this second half.
Since they went 2-1 down just before half-time, Brighton have only had 2 attempts on Alison's goal. The majority in the first half. It's a big level over the game as a whole now. João Pedro, Mitoma. What did that hit? Brighton fans convinced that they know. And Craig Pawson, the VAR, is having a look at the incident as we speak. It didn't take him long to say that there was nothing wrong with it.
My initial reaction is that it does hit Virgil van Dijk's arm. But I don't think there's any intention. I think it's down by his side. They're having a look at it on the bench, but I think it's the right call.
Thomas ball in. Van Dijk can get it away. Brighton will have a corner. They feel that they should have had a penalty.
We'll get a closer look now. Mitoma inside the box. It hits his knee onto his hand. That's why there's no penalty.
Shot from a good position that he actually shot way wide. Well, De Zerbi had a look at it on the little pitch-side monitor in that Brighton technical area. His assessment of the situation clearly different to that of the officials. And he's still angry about it, having received a yellow card for dissent. He's got to be careful that he doesn't get a second for continued back chat to Graham Scott, the 4th official. Even Jurgen Klopp, who's a big admirer of De Zerbi, trying to calm him down.
2 of the more animated managers on a touchline.
March takes the corner. Alisson got something on it. So too Salah, but he's let him mop up for Brighton. The way that he's facing all the way back to Verbruggen. Liverpool are going to be bringing Konate on shortly. Here's Van Hecker. For Brighton, the ease at which they created that opportunity, even if Mitoma couldn't make the most of it. Van Hecker. Teammate Gravenberg for winning a free kick that he was in a hurry to take quickly, but Liverpool are going to make the change first. And Konate will come on for Joel Matip. Zerbi still fired up. You can see his heart beating in his chest from here. March. Just able to poke it back for Salah away from Joao Pedro. The Egyptian looking long. Van Hecke leaving it for his goalkeeper. Calm from Bruggen. On both occasions. Dunk. Ballon. Very neatly playing their way out from the back. INGGRIS showing for the ball on the right flank again. Urging Balaba to try and play it over the top of Robertson for him. Van Hecke. Joao Pedro. Now they find INGGRIS. Finds Robertson in the right place.
Didn't make the most of that, Brighton. Big gap appeared in the Liverpool defence in between Konate and Robertson.
So getting full for Salah. Gravenberg. Robertson delivering, Nunez. That's a difficult chance. Slightly on his way down by the time the ball got to him. Well, it's not just Jurgen Klopp that's celebrating a milestone today. It's De Zerbi's 50th game in charge. Irrespective of the afternoon's result, he will have won more of his first 50 than Klopp did at Liverpool. The Germans' longevity and win even one piece of silverware, let alone 6. His folklore status will be forever assured here. I already love him. You can see just what it means to him. So trying to manoeuvre themselves back into this game. Come back from 2-1 down. They came back from 2-0 down in Marseille in the week.
It's just whether they can summon the energy. Those levels have dropped in the second period. There's been glimpses, not for sustained periods.
Both sides on that Thursday-Sunday schedule at the moment. Liverpool actually kicked off a couple of hours later than Brighton did, but Brighton travelling to France this week. Liverpool's latest Europa League game, a home one. Great run here from Alexander-Arnold. Mitoma stopped the pass from Szoboszlai, finding it. Hungarian then off balance as he looked for him a second time.
He'll be frustrated that his team haven't got a third, because there's been chances. And as the half has worn on, those gaps have been bigger in the Brighton defence, and they have managed to create some good opportunities.
Pressing Van Hecke as soon as the ball was thrown his way. If Liverpool don't win from here, then the Gravenberg shot off the bar from close range, and the Luis Diaz miss from 7 or 8 yards out will certainly be the moments that will cause them more frustration. Just being calmed down. Joe Gomez also getting ready just beneath us. Hecke. INGGRIS.
He did the hard bit. Seems to calm himself down. He's currently come on for Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's missed a number of games with that hamstring injury.
Konate leaning across. March conceding a free kick.
And it's Konate rather than Trent Alexander-Arnold who was bemused at the decision.
Well, it has been a second half in which Brighton haven't really been able to create an awful lot from open play. Liverpool's defensive problems from this kind of situation not nearly as prevalent as they used to be. March with the ball in, travel is in for 2-2. A slam dunk from the Brighton captain, and it sets up a barnstorming finish.
Well, it's such a dangerous ball in for Liverpool to try and defend. There's not that big a gap between the back line and the goalkeeper, but Solly March finds it. Andy Robertson at the front of that Liverpool line will wonder why he hasn't dealt with it. He's let it go, and it finds its way all the way to Lewis Dunk. Just watch Andy Robertson just go and deal with it, and he doesn't. He turns his back on it.
Lewis Dunk scored in the FA Cup tie against Liverpool here last season. And that makes it 2-2 in this particular fixture for him. He's now scored as many goals against Liverpool as he has for them in this game. A couple of own goals in Brighton-Liverpool games in the past as well. Liverpool make the change. Gomez, the man that has come on. Be one for both teams. Liverpool will feel that they'd already pretty much done the hard work to put this one to bed, couldn't take their chances and have been punished for it. Some grateful that one didn't sit too far away from his right foot. Here's Gomez. He's tucked it in. Work by João Pedro. And the club again way out of his technical area, trying to make a point to referee Taylor. Just been told to get back by fourth official Graham Scott. Restarts with a Brighton free kick. That was the decision that Klopp was arguing about. And a well-executed one at that. Finding Matoma. João Pedro. Just for a moment, Gross have made a brilliant, uncharted run inside the penalty area. Matoma, João Pedro, back in by Gross. And another free kick in a not dissimilar position. Another chance for Brighton.
Brilliant 1-2 from Pedro. Too much pace for McAllister. It is almost identical, the position. This one is a little bit closer to the penalty area. Liverpool's line slightly deeper as well. On everything that's going on around the edge of the 6-yard box. João Pedro, as you can see, the man is down on his knees. The chief protagonist, actually, in everything that was going on there. So the 9's being spoken to. Brighton working into a dangerous area again. And Gross taking it quicker than many of the Liverpool players anticipated, straight into Mo Salah, who was oblivious to that. He's hit him and gone out of play for a corner. March working short. And Karen Matoma covering from his stumble. March kept it in. Salah found himself right back for a moment. Babak under pressure. He's had a terrific game, hasn't he, in midfield? And Liverpool have had the ascendancy in the second period. He stood firm.
so young. Veltman. Adingra beating his man. João Pedro! And that was the chance.
Well, we've seen two massive opportunities at either end. One for Gravenberch, and this time for Pedro. And file them both under should score. What an opportunity to win the game for Brighton. Just doesn't get the connection, leans back. He can't believe it. They should be ahead.
That's Darwin Núñez at the other end. Soboslai. So having the referee with a pass and telling for Robertson will be a drop ball in Liverpool's favour.
It's like two heavyweight boxers into the final round, desperately trying to find that knockout punch.
It might not necessarily be the better one of the two that wins. It's just the one that can inflict the decisive blow. Some game. It was always likely to be, in fairness. Brighton now scored in each of their last 24 Premier League games, 25 goals in the last 11 matches in all competitions. Liverpool looking for Salah. A Premier League hat-trick for nearly 2 years. That really created an opportunity for him to seal a hat-trick today. Mitoma with a glorious first touch to get the better of Gomez, who retreats. Mitoma found himself sandwiched between Gomez and Konate. More significant contribution in that from the fullback, and he's booked.
Joe Gomez hasn't had the impact that Jurgen Klopp would have wanted. Tracking back, pulling Mitoma down. He's not been at the races since coming off the bench.
In the last 10 minutes, Brighton have certainly been in the ascendancy. Themselves back level, can they get their noses back in front? It's flipped in by March into a good area. Welbeck didn't get hold of it at all. Madison has restarted play quickly. As soon as he went out of play for a goal kick, Salah was on his way forward. Brighton anticipated that threat. That's a nervy, stricken clearance from Verbruggen. Liverpool have possession back with 3.5 minutes of normal time to go. Van Dijk beating Welbeck in the air. Rose teasing it over the top. Good cries of no from the Brighton fans behind us. We can understand what he was trying to do. Brighton win the seconds, win the throw. Not reach João Pedro that time either.
Gross.
Liverpool do have a fantastic record in the Premier League matches when they're defending a half-time lead. They haven't lost such a game for nearly 7 years. You might remember an extraordinary 7-goal thriller just along the coast from here at Bournemouth, where Liverpool led 3-1 and lost 4-3. Naka amongst the Bournemouth goal scorers that day. Liverpool have beaten the last 126 Premier League games when they've led at half-time, and they've won all but 10 of those. Salah's ball in here. Liverpool looking for a little bit of daylight between the two teams. Alexander-Arnold knew he was in from the blind side of March. And it will be a Brighton throw.
That attack all came about by Ryan Gravenberch finding some space in midfield, the miscommunication in Brighton's defending. Only 2 claims for a penalty.
Thrown to the field, Joao Pedro. Gross now for Ferguson. Cue for Adingra to make his way forward, and he's got so much pace. Joao Pedro in support for him if he needs him. Alisson comes out to thwart him. Joao Pedro very nearly first of out ahead of Virgil van Dijk. And Alisson's hurt himself in making a very important save.
Oh, it's such a big chance for Brighton. Robertson asleep, late to react, and Adingra's in, does brilliantly. Coming inside because that gives him a better angle to get the shot away. But how quick is Alisson off his line to make the save? He's been brilliant this season, and it's another big save from the Liverpool stopper. Fabulous play from Adingra. Caught Robertson asleep. Alisson to the rescue.
Well, he's going to be able to continue, Alisson. There's no Praveen Kelleher on the bench, incidentally. And so that means that Adrian is the substitute goalkeeper today. More than 2 years since his last Premier League appearance, which was back in February of 2021. And he's not going to be called upon here. March. Matoma. Much as their other forward players so far. Might be able to conjure up a decent contribution here, but Alexander-Arnold beats him. Under duress from Gallagher again in the heart of the Brighton midfield.
It's a 4-1-5 now in possession for Brighton. Pedro and Gross either side of Evan Ferguson. Tactical switch from De Zerbi at half-time.
Pedro taking it on. It's Ferguson, and it's over.
Just as I mentioned, Gross and Pedro, they combine to set up Ferguson. It's Gross initially that wins the header. Pedro gets around him. Ferguson's unlucky. Half a yard, he's not far away. Doesn't quite get the bend and whip on it. This is better from Brighton.
Brighton did beat Liverpool twice in 15 days last season, and that having only won once against the Reds in the previous 37 years. Even the most loyal Liverpool supporter in the away end today would have feared the worst as the game was approaching half-time, but 2 goals in a little over 5.5 minutes from Mo Salah. And the complexion of the game has completely changed. Still very stop-start though. Matip, the latest player to go down.
Both sides have got intensity about winning the ball back quickly when they lose possession.
Soboslai. A little bit more space now for Darwin Nunez. Soboslai again, flushes it across, and somehow Gravenberch can't score his first Premier League goal. Their fine margins are wonder how significant that might prove to be. That's for the teammate Ferguson. Joao Pedro bringing it forward. INGGRIS making that same run. Robertson closer to him this time. The space wasn't there to try and exploit. Soboslai. Straight at Gross. Ferguson coming away with it. INGGRIS. Aaron Matoma. Never much of a chance with that. It's very well, the Japanese winger. Now Igor. March. Still March making headway. And winning it back quite brilliantly from Matip. Of the second half goes Brighton's way, but what a big chance for Liverpool to get daylight between the two teams.
Brighton's man-to-man marking exposed. You only have to be a fraction off to be a problem. Solly March was marking Nunez, then vacated that. And Gravenberch, when the ball comes across, he's so frustrated. He knows he should have extended Liverpool's lead. Big chance for Liverpool.
33 league games without a goal. The Dutchman, it's a run that stretches back more than 18 months. And it should have been 2-2 for him in all competitions for Liverpool this week. First quarter of the second half is Brighton's 6th of the game. And with pace from March. And they're bringing the seconds against Matoma. In the midfield like a seasoned pro. Dunk. Third time Brighton trying to play that ball out behind Andy Robertson. Clearly something that was spoken about at half-time. Savage just leaves Matoma to the ground. Notwithstanding the fact that Liverpool have hit the bar, Brighton have started the second half very brightly, as they did last weekend at Mr.